Good Sunday morning. It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker, fresh from the shower. That's right, fresh from the shower. Today on the episode, we're going to go into the year 2001. That's right, 2001. Where was you in 2001? What was you listening to in 2001? Put your comments down below. And I'm also going to let you know what are my top 10 records that I'm looking for. That's right, pretty obscure stuff. I'm going to go over the stuff that I got from the record show that I saw, the Zonk Man and Local Bandology last Sunday, a week ago already. I'm going to show you that stuff there. So strap in. This is going to be a long show because I got a lot to show you. There was a lot of good deals there. And I got some stuff in the mail. So I'm going to show you those things too. That's right. Been doing a lot of walking this week. Going out to the park. That's right. Getting in those steps. It's very important. And I'm going to show you all these 10 records from 2001. So let's do that first. I want to go ahead and show you all the things that I picked up in 2001. This is what the North Carolina Vinyl Picker was listening to back then. Coming in at number 10 is an album by Phish called Fellini Days. I don't have the album any longer, but that was number 10. Coming in at number 9, Arachnophobia by Marillion. I no longer have that CD as well. That's right, but hang on. I got some of these. Coming in at number 8 is a fantastic album, which I have a CDR of, by a band called Mostly Autumn. Now, if you get a chance to listen to them or stream those guys, The Last Bright Light, that's the album I love. And it's coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is Tori Amos. She made an album in 2001 that was kind of like she was doing other people's songs. And it's called Strange Little Girls. And it came out in 4 different covers. And I only have 3 of them. But it has quite a few songs on here. It's got just I Don't Like Mondays and Happiness is a Warm Gun and Bonnie and Clyde 1997. And so it's got some songs in there that are other people's songs. Number 6, coming in number 6 was the Bee Gees. And they had a resurgence back in the early 2000s. This album was called This Is Where I Came In. I love the Bee Gees. I'm all in on the Bee Gees. Been a big fan for a lot of years. Coming in at number 6, I believe. Coming in at number 6 is Sarah Brightman. That's right. La Union. That's right. La Luna. Not La Union. La Luna. That's right. Coming in at number 6. Fantastic album. This is the concert from that. Talk about being progressive. Kind of like, this album here is kind of like in the Kate Bush vein. Coming in at number 6, or number 5. Number 5? Number 4? I don't know. Coming in at number 4. It wouldn't be right if I didn't screw it up. Pink Floyd. That's right, Echoes. This is kind of like a best of. This came out in 2001. Anybody out there have this? Not sure. All I know is it's good. And it is good. It's really good. Coming in at number 3, I suppose. Pat Metheny, Imaginary Day Live. This is the video to that album. I love that album. Fantastic. Pat Metheny group. Early 2000, he got back with his band. Not the original band, but he got back with his band. The concert is fantastic. Coming in at number 2, Porcupine Tree Recordings. This is some leftover stuff from Light Bulb Sun, I believe. And it's got Buying New Soul, Disappear, In Formaldehyde, Even Less, Oceans Have No Memory. Fantastic CD. I have it on vinyl over there as well. So You can find the CD in my store, and you can look down below and see how to get there. I've been selling all my CDs. Coming in #1, Yes, the last album with John Anderson that Yes did in 2001. That's right, folks. John Anderson hasn't been on a Yes album since 2001. Been a long, long time. But hopefully, my nephew's going to get us tickets. We're going to go see him in July the 1st, down in Macon, Georgia. That's right. It's about 5 hours from here. Magnification. Magnification, yes. Gotta love it. Great album with an orchestra. That's right. They had fired their keyboard player. So they just took on an orchestra and then went with it. This is a fantastic album. Did I say it was fantastic? It's fantastic. Oh, so I went all the way up to Clemens last Sunday, and I seen the Zonk Man and Local Bandography, as I mentioned before. There'll be a picture of the crew up there, and had a great time. Went to lunch with the Zonk Man, Steve. I went to lunch with him, and we went to this. I don't know the name of the restaurant. O'Malley's, something like that. And it's they have burgers and fries and stuff and shakes. And this place was packed. I mean, packed. People were falling out the door with so many people there. But we had a nice lunch. We were cutting up, and I was telling him a bunch of stories from the Navy, my Navy days, and he was laughing. I had him laughing a little bit. And then we couldn't. Local Bandography and his pal, he couldn't make it. They had to run to Raleigh. They were going to a show over there, so they had to cut loose. So next time we'll catch up with Dave. Maybe we're gonna make Winebender and all the Southern crew, and then down there somewhere near Greenville or at Noble Records or somewhere down there, we're gonna meet up this year sometime. So these are the things that I got in the mail. I'm gonna try to go through the pile here pretty quickly because I'm already 7.5 minutes and I'm doing the old goat here. Okay, so this band here, Oregon, is a jazz outfit. And I thought I would like this album. It's really mellow. I was thinking it was fusion, but it wasn't fusion. But it was okay. It's going in. They're not going to sell it or nothing, but I'm going to put it in with my jazz. Hopefully, I'm going to work on a jazz fusion shelf where I just have all my jazz fusion, where I can go grab some anytime I want. So that's my plan for this year. I want to build another, like my prog band that's over here. I want to build a jazz fusion band. So anyway, Oregon. I think I might find another album if I can find them cheap. They're on the Vanguard, so it's a pretty cheap heat. This one here is not so cheap, and it's Brand X and live at the Roxy. And my friend John from up in Jersey, he was at this show, he told me. And people were getting drunk and pretty rowdy. And they didn't, I guess Phil Collins and Robin Lumley and the rest, they didn't have Nuclear Burn. They walked off stage because the people were too crazy in there. But it's on this because this is live from L.A., somewhere in L.A., the Roxy, yeah. And so that's going to be fantastic. I'm going to bring this up in September. I'm going up in September to see my buddy John, and we're going to go into the north of the city somewhere, and we're going to see Steven Wilson. I can't wait. So if I go see John Anderson and then Steven Wilson, my year is complete. I got this in the mail. This is a UK. Now, this is a band with Bruford. By this time, Bruford had left, though. So, Eddie Jobson was in the band. And who else was in the band there? I don't remember. There's a drummer in here and somebody else. Terry Bozzio was in the band. And they had a fantastic second album. John Wetton, of course, was lead vocals. So it was those three Gomers. And so this one here I found online for like $8. And I'd been looking for it because, you know, I got my UK over here in the prog band. And if you guys out there don't know who UK is, they only made 2 albums. So it's not a very big discography, you know, to get out there and buy them. Or stream them first, make sure you like it. But it's prog, Steve. Mr. Carlson, it's prog, you know. You might like it. You might like it. And then me and the wife, we were out at our Wednesday meetup at the Antique Mall down in, I don't know where we were. We're always everywhere. So we were somewhere. We were down in Gastonia, North Carolina, which isn't too far from here. And I was looking through some bins of records, and there was a shitload of records there. And the name of the place, excuse me, I've got a lot of phlegmatosis this morning. Antiques at East Ridge Mall. That's right. So if you're in the area down there in Gastonia, you need to stop in and see these people. They're in the old mall, which is there's only like 5 stores that are even open in the whole mall. But they're on the top floor down at one of the ends. Not the end where Dillard's is at the other end. So if you get to Dillard's, you got to walk all the way. You got to go up and you got to walk up because the escalators don't work. So you got to walk up the stairs or walk up the escalator. And then you get to the other end of the place. And then that's where this place is. And you go in and see these people. And they're probably paying not very much for their rent because there ain't nobody going there. And, well, I was there, but the picker goes everywhere. So I was in there and I was looking around for a record. And I didn't find too much, even with all the stuff that's there, because, you know, there's only so many records I need. I have a whole room full. So I was flipping through some records and I found these 3 records and they were all in there, but they weren't together. They were like staggered. These records are worth a lot more, like 5 times the amount that I paid for them. And one of the records, the first one I'm going to show you, is paid for itself on all of the records that I bought. Oh, goodness sakes. Terry Reid. Now, Terry Reid was the, could have been the original singer for Led Zeppelin, but he turned down the job. Jimmy Page asked him first before he met Robert Plant. Robert Plant was turned on to Jimmy Page by Terry Reid. Terry Reid said, I know a guy that you can play in your band. I'm going to go solo, and I'm not interested. But this guy here might be interested. He's got a great voice. So Jimmy Page went to a club and seen Robert Plant playing with his band at the time, and invited him to sing. And you know, it interviewed him and all that stuff. And then actually Robert Plant lived at Jimmy Page's place on a couch in the basement for a while. But Terry Reid could have been multi-superstar, but wasn't. He died young. So here is his 3rd album. These were all in that. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen any of these records, let alone 3 of them in one area of the store. And the guy said he got them in an estate sale years ago. Here's the 2nd album. And they're all minty fresh. Minty mint. They're all on that Epic label. They're all on the Epic label. These albums what are they? They're fantastic. That's right, they're fantastic. Bang Bang, Terry Reid. That's right. Those 3 albums are fantastic. So I was glad to get them and put them in the collection. And I'm going to give them a listen. And I'm backed up on records. I'm still haven't listened to Ultimate Spinach, Linden's Fern, Beggar's Opera, Alan Parsons, Uriah Heep, Stars. Those 6 albums there I still haven't listened to. So there you go. 14 minutes in. See if I can wrap this up in 6 minutes. Chambers Brothers. Found this at the show. There was a guy there selling he had like 2 boxes of records. And I think I got this for like $5. It might not even been $5. This was on my list. This one here is minty fresh. And what a fantastic, the song itself, Time Has Come, is worth its weight in money. Just listening to that one. People Get Ready's on here. Great album. But wait, there's more. I already had this record, but this album is trash. You can't even play this record. This thing's probably been played to death. I ran it through the Humming Guru and it didn't even help it. But this is a promo of this record that I had in my throwaway pile. But now I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put it with this other one because this is pretty rare. Come to find out, there's a shitload of people that are looking for it, and there's nobody in Discogs that even has it for sale. So there you go. It's 3 figures and up. It's a mono pressing promo. There you go. I'm going to put it with that. Mott the Hoople. One of their first albums, if not their first album, with Ian Hunter. I actually have this picture on the wall. Ian Hunter, All-American Alien Boy. These were all like $3, $5 at the record show in Clemens. This is an Edgar Winter Group album with Rick Derringer that I did not have. It's one of their last albums they made. This was from 75, so yeah. 2 albums from Hawkwind, Space Ritual Live. I got these from Mike while I was there. These were a little bit pricey. And this one here, Warrior on the Edge of Time. Look at that. It's a promo. It's a white label promo. This is probably my find of the week. White label promo. This is probably my favorite Hawkwind album. Neil Diamond, September Morn. And you might say, Picker, why are you listening to Neil Diamond? I love Neil Diamond. I always have. So there you go. Looking Glass. That guy that I got that album, the Chambers Brothers, he had this. He had $3 on it. It's minty fresh. He said, you know, there's a lot of people looking for that record. I said, yeah, I'm one of them. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. This album is fantastic. That Brandy song is nothing like the rest of this album. This is a psych album. Looking Glass. $3. And then I went and saw my buddy there that's always there. And I don't know his name. I can't remember. I used to have a card of his, but I don't even have that anymore. And Crisis, What Crisis? That's Supertramp's my favorite record from them. And this one here is a New Zealand press. And he had like $15 on one and $12 on the other. And I bought them both. The New Zealand press. And this is the French press. And they sound, what do they sound? They sound fantastic. They sound fantastic. I love them both. That's my favorite Supertramp album. Argent. This is Nexus, and this is just a different cover. I thought I had a different album, but this is one of their first albums of Argent. And this one here is just a different cover. This is the UK version. And I think he had $5 on it. Joe Cocker, first album. Fantastic record. $3. I have his live records, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, but I did not have I had a copy of this, but it was beat to hell. It's going in the pile, the Goodwill pile. David Johansen, who passed away not too long ago, from the New York Dolls. And this is some really, this guy kind of reminds me of Mott the Hoople or one of those glam bands from the 70s, David Bowie and T-Rex. This is one of the later ones. So this was like $3. This is from 79. So Babe Ruth. I've been getting into Babe Ruth lately. I've got like 3 of their records. It's a prog band, but second tier probably. Maybe third tier. Like my buddy John always says, Supertramp was a second tier band. Second tier prog band. Babe Ruth might be a third tier. It might be included with, they were on Harvest. And Harvest was a label that had a lot of prog bands. Pink Floyd for one. You know them guys? They're a little bit famous. Crocodile Rock. Now, I went to a guy at all the way down at the other end, and nobody was going to see him. And he had this record there for $5. This is Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. Of course, it's Elton John. And it's from Germany. It's a German press. He had $5 on this. And it's minty fresh. That's right. Fantastic record. It's got Daniel on here. Teacher, I Need You. Midnight Creeper. Unbelievable, Elton John. In that one period of time, he made all them records. Bebop Deluxe. Another Harvest. I'm all in on the Harvest label. Pretty much anybody that's on Harvest, I'm going to give them a listen. This is a fantastic band that I never really listened to much, with Bill Nelson. And early album, 79. Anything on Harvest is good. That's it. I went through those pretty quick. I did it in 21 minutes. Wow, that's incredible. Some of the records that I'm looking for that are on my list. I made a list. Ramses. I have that copy of Ramses here, but the one I have, Space Hymns, doesn't have the fold out 96 centimeter poster, which folds out to like 9 different pieces. So that's the one I'm looking for, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. 96 centimeters or 3.15 feet. Ramses Space Hymns. And then, of course, if I find that one with the fold-out poster, I will put this one in Discogs and sell my copy of Ramses. Everybody out there should own this. Steve Carlson, you should own this. Ramses. These are the top 10 records that I'm looking for that Steve Carlson should be looking for. How's that? The second one, Beggar's Opera. Get Your Dog Off Me. That's the album I'm looking for. It's the Vertical Swirl that I want. And I just saw it. Somebody was showing it. I think it's Ron Baldry. Mr. Ron Baldry, the Canadian. He's a fantastic channel. He's from Georgia. So if you don't listen to Rock and Ronnie, what are you doing? Turn my shit off and go put on Rock and Ronnie right now. Or Steve Carlson, one of those two guys, Or the Zonk Man, or Local Bandology, or anybody besides me. Why are you all watching me? I'm glad you're watching me, because my subscriptions are up. They're up over, 1,200. They're up over 1,200. And I'm moving to 2,000, baby. I want to get 2,000 this year. Okay. And then Dr. Z. That album I want to get. 3 Parts to My Soul. That's a fantastic record. I listened to that. I streamed it yesterday while I was out with my dog walking yesterday. Just a little bit dark. That's a fantastic. I'll take whatever I can get on that one. That record's like over $5,000 for a UK press of that. That's like one of the most expensive records next to a Butcher cover on Discogs. I'm looking for a really good copy of Bonko's Darwin. That's number 5. Number 6 I'm looking for was a band they're called Gracious. And I have the UK version of that, but I'm looking for the USA cover of that. Alice Cooper, School's Out with the Panties. That's right. I'm looking for the panties. The pink ones or the blue ones. I don't really care. One or the other. So I'm looking for a clean copy of School's Out with the Panties. Number 8, Clanted. They made an album called Anam. But it was during the CD era. But you can get a vinyl copy of that. And I want to get one. Elton John, number 9. 11/17/70 plus is called. It's the full show from 11/17/70. If I get that, I'm going to bring that up, John, so you can record that one as well, because I know you love that album. I love it too, and it's a fantastic Elton John live. But they come out for Record Store Day, and they had 11/17/70 plus, which they had a whole nother side of songs. There's like 6 more songs from the show that you've never heard. Gentle Giant Octopus on the Vertigo Swirl. I'm looking for a copy of that. Not where the octopus is in the jar like the USA. Gong, Angel's Egg. That's the last Gong album that I don't have. And I love Gong. I'm all in on Gong. Yeah, Pierre Moreland's Gong, or the other guy. Grobschnitt, Ballerman. I'm looking for that album by Grobschnitt. Coming in at number 12. Number 13, a UK copy of Belafonte of A Tab in the Ocean. The one I have is a album that is it's got a repress, and then it's got the original together. It's a double album. So I'll probably sell that, and then if I can get the original OG of that, I'll probably put the other one in my store. Here's some of my cheap heat. I'm glad you're still with me. If you're with me in 25 minutes, you must love me, right? Oh, I feel it. I feel the love. It warms my heart. Okay, number 10, cheap heat. This is cheap heat now. Orion the Hunter. That's this guy right here. That's this guy. It's Barry that I was showing you last week. Now, Barry Goudreau, that's right, Barry Goudreau, was the Boston guitarist I was telling you about that Tom Schultz kicked out of the band, and he wasn't on the third Boston album. That's right, he wasn't on there. He made that album. And then Tom Schultz got pissed off that he made this album because Tom was dragging his feet on the third Boston album, and he kicked Barry out of the band. That's right. And then Barry made a fantastic record. And if you don't have this album, and you can pick it up for like $5, it's like a Boston album. So if you love Boston, what are you doing waiting on Barry? Okay, so Orion the Hunter, if you see that album out in the wild, that's like a $5 record. That's Barry's band. After he did the solo record, he made Orion the Hunter. I don't have a picture to show you, but you'll see that's got a picture of Orion on there with his bow and his right on the cover. Orion the Hunter. You could Google it. You know, nowadays with our phones, we see everything. Daryl Hall, Sacred Songs, to Daryl Hall from John and Oates. But this album here is produced by Robert Fripp, and Robert Fripp is on the album. Of course, Robert Fripp from King Crimson. I'm looking for that Gracious USA cover. I think I already mentioned that. Grand Funk, What's Funk? It's their last album they did together. The Illusion, the album it's called Together, or The Illusion's first album, which is called The Illusion. Stephen Stills, Illegal Stills, and SRC, Milestones. So those are some cheap heat records. Those are like $5 records, $7 records you can pick up. And I'm looking for those records as well. So that's all I got this week. And I'm glad you stuck around for 27 minutes. Holy crap. I wouldn't have stuck around that long. No, just kidding. So if you're out there and you're going through YouTube land, you need to check out Steve Carlson's channel. He's got a fantastic show. It's a lot better than mine. He does needle drops and stuff. And yeah, I haven't gotten to that point yet. Maybe next week I'll do a needle drop. What do you think? Write the comments down below. Do you think the North Carolina vinyl pickers should do needle drops? What, I just like do one or two for a week, and then, you know, I can't do all of these, because if I try to do all of these, that would be just crazy. That would be crazy. So, yeah. So I got to get going. I got to get the wife up. We're going to go and get some lunch. And then I got to watch my Yankees later. We're 2-0, baby. We got the fat bat going on. That's right. We got a brand new bat I heard out. So I don't have my Yankee cap, but it's in the other room. But they got my memorial up here for my Yankees. That's right. I'm all in. 162 games. And I've already got 2 down. So I got 160 to go. So I'm going to be a little bit busy. And I'm going to be going to the dentist soon. That's right. I'm going to be getting some new teeth. So, yeah, I don't like the dentist. So we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, so I'm going to be a little busy this coming spring. Plus, I got to go on a trip, too. So I'll be seeing you soon. And North Carolina vinyl picker, what do I always say? I'm out of here. I got to go. I got stuff to do. And support those troops. I'll be talking to you soon. I'll be talking to you soon. I will see you on Wednesday. We got a big show coming up on Wednesday. Should I mention it? I might as well. It's, hang on. Top 15 Canterbury prog bands. What do you think about that? My top 15 Canterbury prog bands. We're going to do that on Wednesday. That's all I got. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.